first project?
Hi, Kuya Alan. Hello po. Actually, nauna po yung He's Into Her. I think we were already towards the end of shooting for James and Pat and Dave when we decided to add that end scene. So it was towards the end already. Hindi actually namin alam. So we were already shooting for He's Into Her. And then nadagdagan pa yun. So I think na-maintain naman yung chemistry. Kasi doon start sa mga first leg. Iba nga lang yung continuity namin. Pero I think we didn't really have a problem in terms of nainip or something like that. I think that was fine.
Yes. And dagdag po doon, feeling ko pag minemaintain yung chemistry, we had team buildings po with Direct and Miss Van. Nagkaroon po kami ng workshops and one-on-one. So hindi po talaga kami maiinip.
Tanong ko lang kasi alam naman nating di ba? Alam nating kumbaga parang si Donny yung pinaka first love team na ini-launch ka kasi diba, dati you're working alone, di ba? And then si Donny dumaan na sa mga love teams before, di ba? Meron bang pressure on your part na ito parang panibagong love team ako ni Donny, parang ganun. Paano ko gagawin to? Kinakabahan ka ba or parang may pressure ba on your part na maging successful yung love team niyo? And ano yung na-discover mo kay Donny? What's something special about him during your times na kayo yung love team together?
Actually, nagulat rin po ako kasi nung nag-go-see kami, I was paired up with different guys rin po, like si Rhys and si Maya. And nagulat rin po ako na I was being paired with Donny. And natuwa po ako kasi I know how passionate Donny is when it comes to his work. And mas nakita ko pa yun nung nag-shoot kami.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Kuya Alan. I think the previous love team na minimension ni Kuya Alan ay yung Don B. Okay? Pero Belle, huwag kang matatakot dun sa Don B. Okay, that's just us. Kami lang yun. Okay, the next person who would be asking a question is Miss Mariel Abanes from Metro That Style.
Hi, good afternoon. So this question, my first question is for both Donny and Belle. I would like to ask, what are your takeaways from the project in terms of love?
For me, okay, I'll start.
All right.
Hello po, Miss Mariel. I think the biggest one would be love can come unexpectedly. When you least expect it, from the person you least expect it from.
I got a follow-up question.
Hindi, wala na. Si Belle na po. Belle, your turn.
Was Belle
Go
unexpected?
ahead, Robbie.
Go ahead, Belle. Please, thank you.
Was Belle unexpected? Donny.
Kay Belle po yung tanong.
Belle, was Donny unexpected?
Kay Donny po yung tanong nyo. Binigyan. For the question of Miss Mariel po, sigurong natutunan ko when it comes to love is kailangan mo munang maging ba't tumatawa ka, Kuya Robby? Kailangan mo muna maging honest sa sarili mo and kailangan mo munang mahalin yung sarili mo bago ka maging capable magmahal ng ibang tao.
Alright. Okay. So for the next question naman, for both of you again, what are your most unforgettable or the most fun moments on set? Anyone could start. Most fun moments.
Ang dami kasi.
Yes, lahat halos. Ang hirap magsalita kasi baka mas point natin yung ibang scenes.
Yung pinakalas na nakakatawa, Belle, yung yung sit-ups.
Yeah. Miss Van, pwede po bang sabihin yung Donny?
Sila yung natatawa. Grabe po yung likod ko doon, guys.
Yeah. Abangan na lang nila yung setups na yan.
Basta nag-struggle po ako dun sa scene na yun kasi ang daming beses namin kailangan i-repeat. But, there are so many moments on the set that just, I think, overall, whenever you enter the set, it's just good vibes with everyone. Unless the scene's like really dramatic or it needs that type of emotions. But for the most part, we're having fun. obviously we're still very focused. We're still very determined with our characters. But just because it became a family na, naging ano lang siya eh. I mean, naging parang positive environment. And we were all like working together. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you po.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Miss
Robbie.
Miguel. Thank you so much. Okay, I just realized, no, kasi first book lang itong gagawin pa. Pero I got a question kay Miss Vanessa, kay Direk Chad, and Miss Max. Ano ba? Parang napag-usapan na rin ba in the future, no? Na magkakaroon after the 10 episodes. And the first episode will be aired on free TV on A to Z on May 30. Kailangan nyo abangan nyo, guys yan. May mga usapan na bang nagaganap? Hindi pa nga umeere. Pag-usapan na natin yung book 2, book 3. And I know, Miss Max, sinusulat yun na yung book 4.
Yes. Sinusulat ko na yung book 4.
Yes. Napag-usapan niyo na ba kasama si Miss Van, Direct Chad, and Star Cinema, ABS-CBN Entertainment na, okay, yung 2, 3, and 4 punta sa kanila.
Di ko alam kung pwede kong sabihin. Pero yung
last hosting mo daw.
2019, nakausap ako.
This is gonna be a treat for all the kapamilyas, no? Kasi syempre, nakita natin yung snippet lang ng mga maganda. But, may chance pa?
Ayun nga. Sino ba? Ako ba?
Miss Van.
Miss Van.
Okay, sige. Kasi nasa stress si Chad tsaka si Maxine. Ako na sagot. Okay. Ganito siya, Robbie. I think kapag maganda yung reception dito sa first, ina-assume na it's the first season, no? Kung maganda yung reception, syempre, dito sa season na to ng He's Into Her. Of course, I think the possibility of having a second season, diba, is quite likely. Diba? So, that's why we are encouraging everyone, lalo na yung fans ng mga batang to, yung fans ng libro, diba? Please watch the series. Please do not pirate it. Please stream it legally kasi that would be kumbaga, that would be a good indicator. Oh, yes, it's a good gauge, diba? Of whether or not, diba, we can continue the series, no? So, hindi ko masasagot. Kung tatanungin mo ako, gusto ko ba? Syempre, oo. Kung tatanungin mo yung mga artista namin, sasagot rin nila, syempre, oo. Ayan o, nagtataasan sila lahat ng kamay. So, yun, it's a hope, I think, Robbie. More than I can give you a definite answer that it's a yes. It's really more a hope for all of us. It's something that we do, friend, that the fans can help us with, diba?
Dito sa comment section, nagwawala lang sila na sana daw may mga part 2, part 3, part 4. And I'm just one of the people looking forward to those. Kasi nga, ang ganda ng franchise. Okay, let's ask Jose Vitug naman from Star Magic. Thank you for that answer. Ako, kakapit din ako sa panghahawakan ko yan, ha? JV.
Hi everyone. This is a question for Donny and Belle. You guys mentioned before na may pressure sa inyo kasi alam niyong maraming fans yung book and you guys want to be able to portray the character sa kung paano ina-envision ng fans. After your whole shoot, would you be able to say na na-meet niyo naman yung expectations ng fans or binigyan niyo ba ito ng sarili niyong twist na dapat nilang abangan?
For me, I would say, of course, I believe we gave our best. I believe we gave more than what was required. Yeah. And yes, we have our own takes with our own version of our own character, which I think we'll also see.
Belle?
Malalaman ko lang naman po if na-meet namin yung expectations nila once na pinalabas na He's Into Her. But I believe po na we gave, all of us gave justice to our characters kasi we trust our director, Miss Van, and yung tiwala po nila sa amin, grabe po talaga, nakakadala, and doon nga po napatunayan na parang kaya namin bigyan ng justice to.
Okay, and then I also have a question for Kaori and Rhys. Hi guys. Nagkasama na kayo before sa The Four Bad Boys and Me. Pero it's your guys' first time na magsama sa ganitong type of project na TV series and magkasama talaga kayo. Anong mga dapat abangan ng fans sa inyo? May kilig ba kaming dapat abangan? First lang dapat abangan.
May nakita naman ng tease. May naman nakita sa teaser. So, siguro dapat may abangan sa kotse ko, sa sculpt and stitch ko. Ayun.
Yes, yan. Kasi feeling ko din pwede sabihin yung may ibang scene. So, abangin nyo na lang. Pero madaming kilig yan. So, abangin nyo na lang, guys.
At hindi lang naman sa amin. Sa lahat. Sa buong.
Yes, sa lahat.
Okay. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, JV. Parang nag-usap sila na, yes, sa lahat talaga. Okay. Yung mga ganong nuances nakakatuwa eh. Si Luis Liza of Daily Tribune is up next. Hi, Luis.
Hi. My question is for Donny and Belle. Hi. So while working on the show, of course, while on set, do you have any similarities that you found between your character and yourself? Do you have any similarities with Max Payne, Belle, and with Dave, Donny?
Well, yes, ako po, meron po akong nakitang similarities. Ako po, ang similarity ko with Max is the both of us are family-oriented and pareho po kaming honest sa sarili namin. Hindi kami takot na ipakita yung true colors namin sa tao.
Ako naman po, similarity. Bully po ako. Joke lang. It's the fact that he also has other things that maybe people don't see in terms of like family, or like, that side. So, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's this other side to Dave that I think I could relate with. Yeah.
Okay. My second question is for Direk and Maxine. So how did you guys work or communicate with each other since, hindi naman lahat ng scenes ma-adapt or ma-recreate sa series? How did you two work and communicate with each other into executing the scenes that needed to be put sa series?
Okay. So, ako po muna yung sasagot. Sa akin po kasi, kinuwento na po ng buo ni Miss Van sa akin. So, nag-start kami noong 2019 po. Lahat ng magiging changes and bukod po doon, yung kasabay nun, yung explanation kung bakit kailangan baguhin. Ganyan po. Bali si Miss Van po yung nagre-relay kay Direk Chad po ng mga Tapos lahat ng nangyayari po sa set, sinasabi naman po sa akin lahat ng Miss Van. Ina-update po nila kaparate. Ganun po.
Ayan po. Ako to answer your question, yun nga. Syempre, as much as we want to retain the essence of the book and the essence of the characters. Like Miss Max and Miss Van said kanina, yun nga, may mga bagay sa libro na hindi namin kaya ipakita sa TV o sa pelikula. So yun, parang hindi siya direct adaptation nga. It is inspired by the novel and the characters. So yun, parang I think even if may mga nabago sa storya, you'll still fall in love with the characters kasi sila pa rin yun yung essence ng character. So, pati every time na meron kaming gustong baguhin or syempre papaalam muna namin, we don't change anything without consent of Miss Max also. Ayan.
Okay, that's all for me. Thank you po.
Thank you, Luis.
Thank you, Mr. Luis. Okay, before we move on, gusto ko lang tanungin yung mga Mean Girls natin. Kanina pa ako na-intriga kasi. And I know we'll be watching yung mga characters nila. Siyempre, yung buong project na to on May 28 sa iWantTFC, May 30 para sa ating A to Z channel, Free TV, and Kapamilya channel, and Kapamilya Online Live. Pero to the Mean Girls, I have this quick game lang. Just have to say, he's into her, pero yung pinakamataray na pamaraan nyo? So to Ashley, Dalia, Sophie, and Melissa, kailangan patunayan nyo sa amin na sobrang, mean girls nga to ng he's into her. Let's start with Melissa.
Okay. Oh, wait lang. Someone went in my room.
Okay, sige. All right, sige. So, while waiting for Melissa, let me just tell to our kapamilyas na papanood po ang He's Into Her sa Kapamilya channel on cable, Kapamilya Online Live on YouTube and Facebook, also available on TFC, but see it first sa ating iWantTFC, that's May 28th. Okay. Melissa.
Game.
He's into her.
He's into her. Sorry.
Apat na. Okay. Sophie.
Okay. He's into her.
Ay, oo nga, no? Na-irk ako ng konti. Si Dalia naman.
Okay.
No pressure, ha? Tinitignan ka ni Direk Chad, ha? Kasi... Chad, ha?
He's into her.
Oh, wow. Nakita niyo ba yung eyebrow? Pumunta sa anit, eh. Ganun katindi yung niya.
Kuya Robbie.
Eto. Ashley.
Wait, sasabihin he's into her po? If I'm not
Isasayaw mo ang he's into her. Isasayaw mo.
Totoo ba? Totoo ba?
Hindi. Sasabihin mo.
Okay, wait. Okay. He's into her.
Walang effort, no? Pero ganun nga talaga eh. Ang galing. Ito ako. Alam niyo, ang gusto mong mabalita ni Chad. Si Limer, sabi niya, kayang-kaya ko maging mean girl.
Parang pati si Gello, Robbie.
Si Gello ko yung nag-gusto niya.
Si Gello rin? Si Gello tsaka si Limer?
Si Gello.
Si Gello.
Ay, huli mas. Okay, sige po.
Mataray, mean girl.
Mean girl. Okay. He's into her.
Namingit pa rin pa.
Oo nga eh.
Migs yarn.
Migs yarn? Doon ka na pala sa Mean Girls, Migs.
Oo, sa season 2.
Oh, wow. So, again, we'll watch on May 30 para magkaroon tayo ng season 2. Ito na, ang hinihintay ng buong cast, Gello Marquez.
Go, Gello.
Gello, mean girl. Gello, naka-mute ka.
Sorry guys.
Gello, pwede mong gawin pero unmute?
Okay, sige. Okay naman.
Okay.
Sorry. He's into her. Ganun. Mean yun.
Parang pa-meme na yung ginawa mo. Yan ang gawing official meme of this whole MediaCon. So guys, I just want to thank everyone, but we're not yet done. I want to greet one of the meanest girls in the world, si Bix. Si Bix Buzz na birthday ngayon. Bix, happy birthday. Okay, let's have Gabby and Christine of What's Up PH. Who would be asking the questions? Gabby or Christine, may tanong ba kayo patungkol sa
Hello po.
He's into her?
Good afternoon. Yes, meron po.
Okay.
Hi,
You
Kuya
wanna try it
Robbie.
out, Gabby? Or...
Ako lang po muna.
Yeah, you wanna try it out? Yung he's into her na medyo mataray?
Hindi natin kaya yun. Hindi natin ka-level.
Okay. Sige. Gabby, go ahead.
Sige, my questions are for Mr. Joao, Belle, and Ate Maxine po. Una po muna ako kay Joao. Ano yung paghahandang ginawa mo sa buong series and sa pagganap bilang lead? Dahil isa si Lee sa pinakaminahal din ng mga readers. So ano yung paghahandang ginawa mo?
Wow, all right, that's a good question, Gabby. I guess yung preparation ko dito sa character ko na si Lee, we had obviously a gathering, lahat kaming cast, we got to talk about the story, and I got the chance also to talk to Miss Vanessa about my character, you know. Honestly, when I first got the role, I wasn't so sure of the story yet. I wasn't aware of it again. But then when I realized it was from He's Into Her, I've asked a couple of my friends who are younger than me, who are a fan of the book, and especially my fans, my team Joao, I asked them like, oh, nabasa niyo na ba tong book na? They're like, yeah, we've read it again, and we're so happy for you. And I asked them, you know, because since they're true fans of the book, I wanted to know how did they imagine Lee, you know, as a reader, and I took that into consideration. Also, I asked questions a lot from Miss Vanessa, and I also kind of read some parts of the book where Lee was in it, so I could get an idea of who he is. At yun lang, I just gathered a lot of information and prepared it. Used those to my advantage.
Thank you po. That's nice. Thank you. Move na po kay Miss Belle Mariano.
Hello po.
Hello po. Good afternoon. My
Yeah.
question is, medyo related sa last question kanina. Ano yung pinaka nagustuhan mong pagganap bilang si Max Payne? Kasi si Max Payne, nabasa ko naman yung story, kilala namin siya as hambog talaga, syempre matalino, palaban. And ano yung nagustuhan mo sa pagganap sa kanya? And next question is, ano yung gusto yung ginagawa ng cast during your free time?
Okay po.
Yun lang.
Yes. Ang pinaka nagustuhan ko sa pagganap kay Max Payne, kasi gusto ko yung challenge eh. Since Max nga po is so far from my personality. Si Max may angas, astig. Ako naman, girly ako, kikay akong babae. And gusto kong lumalabas dun sa personality kong yun. Gusto ko yung challenge. And yung pinaka gusto ko naman na ginagawa namin ng cast, offset. Pag nag-workout kami, alam mo ng lahat, automatic after shoot namin, nagyayayaan kami, wait, tara, workout. Yan po.
So, nag-workout kayong dalawa? Kayong lahat, nag-workout kayong lahat?
Kaming lahat, Kuya Robby.
Alright. Just to be clear lang.
For my last question po, kay Ate Max. Hello, Ate Max.
Hi, Gabby.
I'm a fan. Hello. Gusto ko lang pong tanongin, siguro, given na naman yung answer sa question ko, pero gusto ko pa rin malaman na bukod sa pagiging masaya and grateful na ito na mapapanood na namin yung binabasa lang namin dati na sobrang addict kami sa Bataan and Laguna, if you know what I mean. At saka, ano po yung nararamdaman nyo ngayon and ano yung pinaka-memorable experience na naranasan nyo while making this most awaited series? Yan lang po.
Okay, so yung dun sa nararamdaman ko, sa ngayon, kabado rin ako kasi aside sa pagiging masaya no, and grateful, kabado rin ako kasi hindi natin mapaplease lahat. Hindi lahat maiintindihan kung bakit kailangan may mabago, kung bakit kailangan may idagdag, ibawas, ganyan. Siguro doon ako kinakabahan kasi hindi naman para sa akin, para sa mga artista kasi binigay nila yung best nila and ang gusto lang naman namin ibigay din yung best namin sa inyo kung paano yung sa tingin namin pinakamagandang maipapalabas yung series. Kinakabahan ako for them kasi baka maka-affect sa emotions and sa mind nila kasi syempre pandemic ngayon, lahat tayo may pinagdadaanan pa. So yung mga hurtful words, hindi siya makakatulong kahit na kanino. Yun yung feeling ko na kinakabahan ako. Doon naman sa second question mo, ano nga ulit yun? Sorry.
My second question po is, ano yung memorable experience niyo while making this most awaited series?
Memorable, kasi 2019, nag-start kami nila Miss Van na mag-brainstorming, no? Ang tagal nung naging preparation. Yun yung pinaka-memorable kasi nandyan yung ready na kami talaga na mag-start sa mga promo, sa mga release, ganyan. Tapos na-stop na naman siya, tapos nandyan binabalitaan ako ni Miss Van na balik na ng shoot, tapos bigla na namang mas-stop, ganyan. Yan yung pinaka-memorable kasi feeling ko, hindi pa siguro yun yung best time ng He's Into Her para ma-release. Pero ito na yung pinaka-best na time talaga para i-release siya kasi ready na tayong lahat. Ayun. Sana nasagot ko yung question mo.
Ayun.
Thank
Yes
you.
po. Thank you, Ate Max. Congrats po sa lahat.
Thank you, Gabby.
Well, the time is now. And it also goes to show, let me just add on to that one, whatever happens, in spite of and despite of the things happening, ABS-CBN will continue to create and produce beautiful content in the service of the Filipino worldwide. Yan. Okay, maraming salamat, Gabby. To Christine Caldor of What's Up PH. Is she here?
Yes, what's up?
What's up, Christine?
What's up?
Okay, yes.
So my question is for Donny. Ayan. Kumusta ka na, Char? Ayun. Yung role mo as Dave, parang, di ba, siya, from Wattpad, parang, andun ba yung pressure na yung ipi-play mo na role is from Wattpad since merong nabivisualize na nga din yung readers, yung mga audience na nag-aabang. Andun ba yung pressure and how did you handle? Tapos, how did you prepare for your role?
What's up, Christine? Kumusta? In terms of pressure, yeah, like I said a while ago, of course, it's there naman. Di naman mawawala yun. And I agree with what Direct Chad says. It's pressure, but that also means na you really love your work, you know. If you're not pressured, then something's wrong, obviously. Kasi we really worked hard for this, and if you don't feel the pressure, you know, it's not normal. So I think everyone here feels that pressure. But I'm happy that we were given a chance to, you know, really get into our characters, get to know about them. We had a group like get together before the entire show, and also I don't know if the cast would notice, but sometimes medyo nafe-feel ko talaga yung role ni Dave. Kunyari nasa makeup room kami, I really won't mind anyone. Kasi makita nila na if I'm gonna do a scene before, like maybe it's a Dave scene na parang bully talaga siya, or parang, alam mo yun, he's on his own zone. I really like go in that zone before the scene. So I didn't tell anyone, but that was like what I was doing the first couple of weeks. And then I obviously also read a lot of the book so that I could get a feel. And yeah, it was just, again, teamwork lang. I think Miss Van also helped a lot, you know, in telling me about Dave, what we want to see from Dave here na hindi nakikita sa book, you know, the differences, the similarities, and we all just helped each other. And also I fed off from my co-actors as well.
Ayan. Dave Lore is here. So my next question naman is, sa mga cast, meron na bang nakabasa sa inyo nung Wattpad version ng He's Into Her? Or yung book, ganun?
Ako dati, pero sobrang tagal na nun. Siguro mga 2016 or 2016 ko ata sinabasa. Mga gandang-ganun. Pero sobrang tagal ko na sinabasa.
Yun, since nabasa mo siya, ano yung feeling na, magiging isa ka sa cast ng He's Into Her?
Ay, grabe. Kasi dati ini-imagine ko lang dati. Lahat naman ng mga nagbabasa siguro ganun lang. Ini-imagine mo na yung mga characters, kung paano sila gumalaw, ganyan. Pero ngayon, nung gagampanan ko si Michiko, parang sobrang natuwa ako. Kasi, Ate Max, sobrang fan po ako ng nyo. Ayan, nagpa-fangirl na ako dito. Pero, ayun nga, sobrang natuwa ako and sobrang nakikita ko talaga. Parang biglang nagkaroon ng buhay yung libro. Ganun. Parang nagkaroon ng tao, sariling tao. Ganyan. So, sobrang, nakakatuwa na. Isa ako sa bumubuo ng history ngayon.
Ay, thank you.
Christine, can I add lang? Kasi nung 2017, I actually tweeted Ate Max eh. Ate Max, naalala mo yun?
Ano tweet mo doon?
Yes.
Nag-tweet ako kay Ate Max noong 2017. I hope to work with you one day.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but there were some people kasi who were sending me messages na sana ikaw maging Dave. And at that time, I had no idea what they were talking about. And then, until one time, yun, may nagpakita sa akin na ng book, and then they were telling me about Dave. And then, nag-tweet si Ate Max, tapos nag-reply ko. 2017, I had no idea that 4 years later, we'd be here all right now, and I'd be portraying Dave. So, Ate Max, I want to thank you for that opportunity and for all the support you've been giving our entire cast, this entire promo series. And I'm sure, even after the promo, nandun ka pa rin. So, thank you so much.
So nice to hear that, the cast members are GGs as well. Galing, no? Even our director, our head writer, Miss Van, dami yung tutuwa sa creation mo. Miss Max, when you hear these words na, okay, fan ako ng mga characters mo, na story mo. Before we get to that one, Miss Christine, maraming salamat. Miss Max, anong nararamdaman mo?
Syempre, sobrang saya kasi alam mo yung feeling na iba yung dating kapag artista na talaga yung humahanga doon sa story mo. Andyan yung kilig, pero iba yung dating ngayon dahil sila na mismo yung cast. So, galing sa kanila, parang iba yung feeling na hindi lang nila ginawa yung project dahil project. Kumbaga, parang minahal nila kasi nabasa nila or merong nakaka-relate sila, ganyan. Kaya sobrang saya ko talaga.
Well, sa lahat ng mga kapamilya natin, daming mga questions nagwawala ating comment section. May mga bagay akong gustong sabihin, but tulad nga ng sabi sa libro, no, if I tell you, I would have to kill you. So, sa yung linyang yon, mga nyo. Baka lumabas yun sa ating series happening on May 28 on iWantTFC and on May 30 naman sa ating ABS-CBN platforms like A to Z on Free TV, sa Kapamilya Channel and Kapamilya Online Live. Tuwa lang ako dun sa sinabi ni Kaori kanina na 2017, nabasa niya yung libro niyo. And we would love to thank Precious Pages for the rights dito sa magandang libro ito. Maraming salamat po, Precious Pages. Pero, Kaori, tuwa lang ako sinabi mo na bata ka pa lang, lahat naman tayo. parang mali yung yung segue ko . Pero before Donny, before you would read the book and now, nabigyang buhay na siya. Diba? With your characters, with your roles. And I would love to ask you kung ano nga ba ang role mo sa series na ito. But instead of doing that one, gawin natin yung kanina. You just have to say the words, he's into her, base dun sa role mo doon sa series na yun. Diba? Para mabigyan lang kami ng snippet or ng patikim kung ano nga ba yung dapat namin i-expect. Let's go with... I will be asking Joao.
Yes, Queen Robbie.
Okay.
So say he's into her in my character.
Yes. Para malaman ng lahat ng mga kapamilya natin and friends from the media, pakasabi yung character name mo, tapos he's into her.
Sige po, Queen Robbie. All right, I'll be playing Leroy Gozon, and here it is. He's into her.
May may dighay na konti Okay. Minom ng soda siguro. Okay. Si Criza.
Sorry, natawa ko sa pagkakasabi ni Joao. Ganyan po talaga yung character niya.
At least alam namin. Alam namin.
Kuya Romy, I don't know how to say it. Nag-English na
English. He's into her.
Hindi mo talaga ako ganun. Okay. He's into her.
Whoa!
Ganon.
Ganon. Yarn. What's the name of your character, Criza?
Jeremiah Marquez po. Abangan niyo po.
Okay. Abangan namin. He's into her. Okay. Si Kaori naman. Ito.
Okay. Kasi yung Japanese ko ba? Kasi Japanese Michi ko eh.
Sige nga. Kaya mo i-Japanese ang sige nga.
Sige, wait lang. Ano nga? Wait lang. Okay, sige, game. Kariwa, karimi.
Kaliwang ano? Ano? Sorry?
Kariwa, karimi. He's into her.
Karewa,
Karimi.
Karini. Karewa, Karini. Oh.
Diba?
How about no, Michiko, si Michiko. Thank you, Kaori. Eto. Rhys.
Bakit ka tumatawa sa akin, Kuya Robbie? Wala pang sinabi.
Ay, tinatawanan ba kita? Ikaw ba tinatawanan ko? Okay, Rhys, your name sa He's Into Her.
Ako si Tobiana sa He's Into Her. Ayan. He's Into Her.
Isa pa nga para sa mga kapamilya natin.
He's Into Her.
Ayan. May konting He's Into Her. Suabe lang. Suabe. I get that. Sige. Abangan natin si Rhys saka si Tobia. Okay. Si Jeremiah.
Randall Chavez, He's Into Her.
Oh, tapos na yun? Akala ko nag-lag lang ako. Ang bilis. Isa pa nga.
Randall, ang bilis mong mawala.
Randall, akala ko nag-lag ako. Tapos na pala. Oo.
Randall Chavez, He's Into Her.
Galit. May away. Okay. Si Vivoree. Si Vivoree, alam nyo, mga kapamilya, ito Habang kinakausap ko yung ibang mga kasama natin, nakagano siya sa gilid. Nagpa-practice na. Ano to? Ano to? Your face sounds familiar. Na may points? Okay. Sige nga, Vivoree.
He's into her! Oh my...
On that note, napapalakpak pa si Maxine, Galing. Okay. I get that. Ito na matindi. Don Bell. Tagsen. Taguro. Stewie. Bahala na kayo. Ano muna? I think kay Donny. Sige. Ilayo mo na konti. Baka tumama yung labi. Sorry. Yan.
He's Into Her.
Bel, sorry kinilig ako. Iba epekto mo, Donny.
Dave Lore in relay.
Okay, Dave. Okay. Sorry, before we go to Belle, Vivoree, your character's name?
Isay.
Isay. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, Belle.
Vivoree. Okay.
Yes, Donny, you were saying something?
Gusto ko mag-sorry kasi nakita na nila yung trailer, nakita nila yung tulak ko. So, hindi ko nasaktan, di ba?
Ay, ang sakit kaya nun. Alam nyo, sobrang sakit ng tuhod.
Oy, hindi naman.
Into her.
Sorry na.
Hindi naman si Donny nananakit. Si Dave yun.
Hindi ako yun.
Si Donny, hindi nananakit. Nagmamahal yan.
Yun.
Nag-sorry siya.
Okay. Max Payne.
Okay. He's Into Her.
Uy, wow.
Yes, may paihip ng hair.
Wow. Gumagawa ko nga yan pag Max Payne ako.
Try mo, Kuya Robbie.
Nakatayo na eh. Kahit anong gawin ko, hindi lulugay ng ganyan. But thank you. Okay, at least ngayon, meron na kaming idea Syempre, lalong-lalo na sa mga hindi pa nakabasa ng libro, you got a certain idea kung ano nga ba yung mga personalities ng ating mga characters. Pero balik tayo sa ating mga tanungan. Yes, Donny.
Si Direct Chad daw gusto niyo
Direct Chad. Sige, ito. Direct Chad. Ano ba yung dapat naming ma-expect as fans? And you have to say the line, he's into her. Yun lang. Ano kailangan, sasagutin mo by saying those lines.
Sorry, ano i-expect nila? Pero
ano yung dapat namin expect sa series na to, pero ang sagot mo, he's into her lang. So, emotion yung hanapin namin.
Ano ba? Pang behind the cam ako, Robbie eh. Kasi, Donny.
Donny, parang last project na lang natin. Okay.
Sige. Alright.
Alright, Direk Chad. In his most serious role to date.
Ano ba? He's into her?
Naiyak ako. Ang klase. Galing, bravo.
Pang-urian yun, Robbie.
Grabe. Yung grabe
takot
na yun.
Salamat.
Ito ang humamon. Si Miss Van.
Go, Miss Van!
Walang season 2.
Ay, nako. We're having lots of fun right here. Katuwa lang, Miss Van.
Robbie, evicted ka na sa class na to.
Actually, may tanong ako para kay Miss Van later on. Pero to everyone right here, actually, thank you so much for being game. Ang saya-saya ng media conference natin ngayon. Okay, balik tayo sa ating tanungan. We got Albert Brian Abilido of Chika Ness. Oy, Chika Ness.
Hey, mabuhay!
Mabuhay.
Congratulations, team. Congratulations sa He's Into Her. I'm so excited na rin mapanood. So yung first question ko is for Direct Chad. Direct Chad, kasi in this series, parang you're dealing with a lot of love teams, ganyan. How is it for you na to direct series, different love teams na magkakaroon sila ng distinct personality and will not be parang heavily compared with the other pairs in the series?
Okay. Well, to be honest, sobrang challenge siya na ang daming cast sa set, lalo na pag full cast sila. Siyempre, we want to give them their moments, each of the love teams their moments. And in some scenes, we gave it, parang na-justify naman siya. And sometimes, we have to let it go because of time concerns and everything. Pero yun nga, for being distinct to each love team, I think nasa character na nila yun eh. Na parang like, that's what differentiates each of the love teams. Na parang, hindi ako natatakot na magkaparehas ang atake ng Don Bell, ng Kaorhys. Kasi like, yun nga, yung character naman nila iba. So, natural siya lalabas na, kahit sabihin mo, bigyan ko sila ng eksena, parehas na dialogue, magkaiba character nila. So, kahit anong gawin nila, iba talaga lalabas eh. Ayan po.
Okay, thank you, Direk.
Thank you rin po.
And yung next question ko naman is for Kaori and Rhys. Kasi you've been together as a pair for somewhat like 2 years na din, ganyan. So, as a love team, feeling nyo, paano kayo nag-grow sa isa't isa? And feeling nyo ba nakatulong yung presence ng bawat isa para mag-grow kayo as a person, especially in showbiz?
Kaori, ikaw.
Sige. Sobrang, para sa akin, hindi lang sa showbiz din, feeling ko kahit pag sa labas ng showbiz din, sobrang nagtutulungan kami ni Rhys in terms trabaho or kahit hindi naman sa trabaho. And pag may mga dapat pag-usapan naman, napag-uusapan naman, ganyan. And open naman talaga kami isa't isa sa lahat ng suggestion na naiisip namin, ganyan. Open lang, open communication lang.
Yan, same na sinabi ni Kaori. Tapos din, feeling ko na we got to know each other and we became more open through this series, getting to know each other and working together through this series. Kasi parang lahat tayo sa series na to, parang family talaga. So we got closer through the series also and through time. And yan, sobrang open kami sa lahat. Whenever there's a problem, we always talk about it. We talk about ideas na anong gagawin natin as a love team and ganon. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. And yung last question ko is for Don Bell. Hi, Donny. Hi, Belle. Congratulations.
Ikanes.
Hi. Ayan. So yung question ko is, at this point ba, masasabi nyo na are you into each other na? And what can you say is the outstanding quality of each other that was yung nag-drawn to you sa isa't isa?
Grabe, pasabog yung tanong Ikaw yung pinakapasabog today Sasabihin ko sana, miss na kita, Chikanes, pero parang hindi.
Uy, grabe ka, Donny. Kaya mo yan.
Parang pa-mean girl na kayo, Chikanes.
Pa-mean girl. Well, I would say, Belle and I get along a lot. Sana naman, di ba? Kasi, I feel like it got to a point na naging natural na yung mga scenes namin towards the end. Kasi yung start medyo pilit pa Not man pilit, pero medyo hindi pa kami sanay. We were having a hard time, even Direk would agree, finding that emotion na in love talaga. Na, okay, wow, ayun na yun. And I think that was achieved towards the end, more towards the end. So we did reach that point where our walls, were broken down and we opened up more. And I think that's what I like most about her is that she's just very easy to work with, very supportive. And I even tell her all the time, ang galing niya talaga. Wala na akong masabi. And from the very beginning naman I believed in her and I told even people who probably doubted her that kayang-kaya ni Belle yan. And I think makikita nila dito. Okay?
Grabe naman. Thank you, Donny.
Happy sagot?
Yes, Donny, happy ako.
Si Belle po yung tinatanong.
Ay, ano ba yan?
Hindi.
Happy naman.
Just kidding,
Yes, Belle, your
Yes.
answer.
Compared naman to the first time talaga na nag-shoot kami for His Into Her, talagang I can say na mas nag-grow yung relationship namin ni Donny. Kasi before, sobrang nahiya nga ako. May awkwardness pa. But now, talagang mas naging natural na. And isang nagustuhan kong quality kay Donny is he's very supportive of bawat scene namin. And yun nga, ang pinaka nag-stand out is yung pagiging passionate niya sa ginagawa niya.
Are you into Donny na ba, Charlie?
Teka lang. Nakakabigla yun. Well, no, malalaman natin. Panoorin natin ang His Into Her.
Okay, sige. Oy, congratulations sa inyo and I really look forward sa success ng series na to. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Sir Albert. Mabuhay.
Love you, Albert.
Ikanes, miss you. Thank you for being here. Okay. Up next, we got... Alam mo, Direk Chad, naramdaman ko yung He's Into Her. Nung pagod sila ng
Alam mo.
Naramdaman ko yun. Mamaya, Direk. Naka-unmute po kayo, Direk. Baka may masabi po kayo. Live na live po tayo sa Facebook at saka sa YouTube, Direk. The Manila Times, Nika Roque. Nika Roque?
Hi po, good afternoon. For question po for Donny and Belle. So yung theme ng series, it's all about parang, di ba, growing up and redemption. So this past year naman, how much have you grown? And nag-translate din ba yun into your characters?
Well, mga 5 inches ba? Ano?
Grabe ka naman.
Ng height? Grabe ka naman.
Hoy, wala akong sinabing height. Oh, pag mamahal, di ba pwede? Wow.
Oo.
Ano ba?
Okay.
In terms of growing, I think the pandemic, again, like I stressed this before, 1 year without leaving your home, it really forces you to try new things and to really think about life. And for me, is it like a personal question or is it more personal po?
Nika? Maybe a personal.
Okay, so personal growth. I feel like I got closer to my family. We fought more. So we're all in the same house. I also tried like a lot of new things. I studied more. Ano pa ba? Worked out more. Sorry po sa lahat ng nakita ng continuity. Wala akong magagawa eh. Ganun talaga ang buhay, guys. Miss Val, sorry na. Alam niyo naman, guys, may 9 months or 1 year tayo hindi nagtrabaho. So, mangyayari talaga yun. Ano pa? Mas naging focus na ako. I think yun. Tapos mas naging okay yung time management ko.
Nika?
And then si Belle po, same question. How much yung personal growth mo this past year?
Same with Donny na yun nga, since we're all stuck in our homes, it really forces us to grow. And yun nga, since yung process, yung way ng pag-shoot is iba na, naka-lock in na, feeling ko yung natuto akong maging independent. Since ako lang nga mag-isa sa shoot, kasama ko lang yung PA ko, napalayo ako sa family ko for a while. So natutunan ko yun, nag-grow rin ako in that way.